Okay, so essentially the biggest indicator that I use for being able to make really efficient swing trades are essentially just support and resistance levels, like plain and super plain and simple. So what I do is I just
Sorry,
make
what's it? Order resistance level? That's like when it goes up and down and breaks a certain.
right. So this top line right here, see how
Yeah,
it just like it keeps kissing off this line and it won't break it, yeah?
yeah.
So that's resistance, meaning it can't go through, and support, same thing, keeps kissing off the support line and it won't go through. And these waves get smaller and smaller and smaller over time. And this is like 99% of the time how it works. Like you can even see it just on little, like a small one right here. You know, you have like, here you got the resistance, and then you got the support. This one's not a triangle, but this one's more of a horizontal line. And then it's so now here's the magic. As soon as it breaks either one of these, there's always a big move. So here we're looking at this rectangle. It breaks it, big move to the upside. Then it starts to form a triangle, breaks it, big move to the upside.
So sorry, real quick. Is the buying position the one you do when you see the triangle getting narrower and narrower and narrower?
So where I would buy this would be right here
Why?
because it is clearly broken the support level and it's above. So now I'm thinking this thing is going to keep going up. We've broken the triangle. Life's going to be good.
Question. It's broken the triangle, but that level, that red circle, is that higher than anywhere it's been in the triangle?
That's right. Well, no, sorry. This level here is
Yeah.
equal to, because right here we can look, it's 230, let's say, yeah?
Yep.
And then if we go over here, 230 is also right around here. So it's about the same level, but it's been narrowing. And so this is also another interesting topic. That's why it like stopped briefly at 230, and then as soon as it broke through, then it really went for a ride because 230 was also, without making the triangle, was just also another
What's the
consistent top.
what's the time span you're looking at?
This
August.
is 1 hour charts starting on August 1st to August 6th.
Okay, so it's like 5 days.
Yeah.
It's starting on my birthday. Yay, yay! That's when
Nice.
it's started slowly going up. August 1st.
Yeah. And so this works both ways for sure. Dun, 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 dun. Here's another really good one. As soon as you start to see these narrowing,
And what is this process that you're doing by putting these lines in? What is that called?
well, I mean, this is just called like the whole process itself is called technical analysis, but I would just call this really simply like support and resistance levels.
Yeah.
So
And
again,
that's this. Are these just basic economic, like market economics, like in a moving market? Like, is this something you would do like trading stocks?
definitely 100%. And it's just kind of like what it's showing is because the value of these are what people believe is the worth. So we're trying to like narrow in. Okay, what's it worth here? 383, 383, and then all of a sudden, as soon as somebody decides that it's worth less, everyone hops on the bandwagon and down it goes. So like these levels are just crucial to watch. So as soon as it breaks, again, like if I was looking to just do swing trading, this would be my selling point.
What's up with the what do the red and green lines represent?
Okay, awesome. So these are candlesticks.
Yeah, very
There are four parts to a candlestick.
okay.
So the first part is the thick part. We'll look at this green candle here. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna move my cursor a little to the right just so you can see the lines. So, and then I'll slide it here. There we go. So the thick part, the bottom is 326. The top part is 330. Let's call it 336. 326, 336. 10 spread. And these are hour candles. So each candlestick represents 1 hour.
In terms of the width,
Say
yeah,
that?
the width represents 1 hour.
That's right. Each candle is 1 hour. So like 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour.
Okay.
So if we look, maybe I'll just drag this down a bit. Oh, this is in the way. Oh yeah, so this is 1800 hours. We can see down here.
Yeah.
So that means at 1800 hours, green means it went up, red means it went down. So 1800 hours it started at the bottom, 1900 hours it went to the top. That's where it ended.
Oh, okay. So that's that hour. The hour span is represent the value change in the hour, which is the width. The value change in that hour is the height that you see in the height of the candle.
That's right. You got it. 100%.
Okay.
And so now there's a second part to the candle, which is the wicks. So we can see here that there's a long top wick and a fairly long bottom wick as well, yeah?
Yeah.
So what these represent is essentially that during this hour, this is where the candle also went. So it started the hour at 326, and then at some point during the hour, it went down to 321, and at some point during the hour, it went up to 350.
Okay.
But then it ended the hour here at 336. So the candlestick pretty much tells you everything that happened in the hour.
Gotcha. So it shows you. So the thinner part of the wick shows you the volatility within that hour, and the candlestick itself actually shows you the start and end value change.
Yeah, you nailed it. 100%. That's exactly it.
I've been watching. This will give me an entirely new perspective when I watch some of your videos and other ones.
Yeah.
I was always like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Great, yeah. Yeah, candlesticks are, because before, everyone's familiar with this one, but this tells you nothing about what's going on. So,
As it's going down.
yeah, well, it just, exactly. And it doesn't show you these, the crucial points in the hour. Like, these wicks are actually really indicative of, let me see if I can find something here.
Holy shit, some of those are super volatile.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, 1 hour, look at this. It goes from, 393 to 450, right? So that's a $50 spread on this candle. And then let's look at what it looks like on the mountain.
Sorry, real quick. This is the value on what exchange, right? Because the exchanges are different values.
Right. Okay. So this exchange is CEX. Which people don't usually use. I'll throw it on Coinbase. This is what everyone uses.
Gotcha.
Okay. Here we go. So let's take this one. So there's a long wick on the top here that goes up to 392, and on the mountain you don't even see it. So these long candles, whenever you have a long wick, here's a really good ground rule. When you have a long wick on the top, it usually means there's going to be a price reversal right away. And when there's a long wick on the bottom, you're usually going to see a price reversal right away.
Interesting.
So, oops, sorry. So in this case, this was true. We saw a long wick at the top, and then we went down.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find a long wick at the bottom. Well, I guess this kind of works. You have a long wick at the bottom, and then you go back up. And so this is very cool, why candles are so much more important than mountain. So let's look at the mountain. It looks like clearly it's here's the low, and now here's the low, and it looks like we're going down, right?
Yeah.
So this is just totally incorrect information, because when we look at the candlesticks, we can see that on this candlestick, we actually made a low down here, and that it's forming these same closing lows on these candles. So we're actually not breaking any lower, and we're actually starting to find a support level. So someone who's using candlesticks is going to be able to see that this is actually potentially a good time to get in, where someone who's using mountain is going to say, oh wow, looks like it's still dropping.
So let me get this straight. So by seeing that the candle went so far down at, what is that, 1400, and then at 2100 it hits that bottom of that candle, that starts to shape a support.
That's right, exactly.
So where would we expect to see, if there isn't actual support now, we would expect to see a leveling off?
Yeah, a leveling off or a reversal back up.